Hello everyone, this is Diane. Thanks for coming to my channel today. Pretty Pink Cottage. I have a very short time. I'm leaving my house in 40 minutes. Gonna spend the day with my sisters, finally going to the windmill, where I'm hoping they still have Concord grapes. I'm not pinning my hopes on it because it's probably late in the season. We weren't able to go 2 weeks ago when we had planned because it was pouring rain and cold. Today is supposed to rain a little bit, has a lower chance of rain, but it's not going to be pouring, and it's warmer. So hopefully we'll be okay. But anyway, I'll be leaving for that soon, but I wanted to just do a little bit in here before I go. I have a couple ideas for a particular, I guess it's this signature I wanted to work on. Look at this one, isn't that cute? These came from from one of the Sears catalogs that I got. Well, the Sears catalog that I got, 1960 something. And I just thought they were so cute, popped in there like that. But today I'm going to do some things in this. First I want to show you how I'm going to put the signatures into this journal. So I have this piece of a flexible file folder, one of the hanging files, and that will be, I will sew the signatures to this, but I'll take this fabric, which is the same fabric I used on the outside for the spine. It does not have to be the same. I just wanted to do it that way. And I will glue this with enough at the top and the bottom to fold up. Of course, I will cut excess off of this, so we'll just have about a 1/2 inch or so to fold up, and I will have some wings on the sides. And then I will have a template so I can mark out where I will punch the holes for 6 signatures for a 5-hole pamphlet stitch in each signature. And then I will sew the signatures to the spine and then glue the whole thing. And I'll trim this down too. I'll glue that right into the book, into the cover. And then I'll cover these parts. So that's how that's going to be attached. In case I don't have a chance to show it to you. It's just been hit or miss as far as videos go. So in this I have a piece of a green stamp book because I like the red and green colors. So this journal has a lot of Swedish elements, but it has a lot of American stuff too. I'm looking for a cardstock that I can back that with. I might as well just use a cream color one because it's not going to show. And I'll just glue it down. I won't sew. I think I'll use this side. The stamps do make it sturdy since there are stamps on both sides, but the edges, I could trim those edges off, but I'm not going to. The edges are thin paper. I haven't even taken the time to top off my glue bottles. Okay, so this will be a pocket on this page. And of course I can't leave it like that. I wanted to put a millinery flower on it. And then I found this gift tag that I could use, and this from the 1940s. A little embellishment for a Christmas package. Maybe I'll just not use the millinery flower. I can use that on something else. Well, I want a label of some sort. Not even sticky anymore. I took my dad to his appointment yesterday. They said it would be a 3-hour appointment, but it was closer to 4. So we were there till after 5 o'clock. And everything went well. He tolerated the iron infusion. They had to give him like a small dose, and that took, I don't know, half an hour to an hour. And then had to wait half an hour just to make sure there were no adverse reactions. And then they gave him the big dose. That took longer. And then they had to wait another half hour to watch for reactions, and everything was fine. So that's good. I think I'll ink around that a little bit. So now we just have to wait for the doctor to tell us what's next. He does have an appointment Monday for colonoscopy and endoscopy to find out why, where the leaking of blood is, which made him so low in hemoglobin. And hopefully they can help him, because he has absolutely no energy. Can't even take his dog out. My mom's been doing that, and she is a strong dog. Not my mom. Mandy. And my mom is 88 and rather frail. But they won't let anybody come help them with the dog, because they just say Mandy won't listen to anybody but them. And that's the way they want it. They do not want help with the dog. My son lives just a couple blocks from them, and I said that he and his daughter would be glad to help, and they said no. Okay. Parents can be stubborn sometimes. I want to put this card in this journal somewhere, but I'm thinking, because of this, I want it to be in a tuck spot, but it would have to be on this side of the page, so that this wasn't being pushed into the corner, So I'll have to specifically make something for that, because let me just see. Yeah, I don't want it to go in there, because I don't want to take that cord off. So there's that, and I'll have to find something to go in that pocket. The other thing I wanted to do was this envelope. It's one of the envelopes that Karina sent me, that it has Swedish first day cover stamps, which is really cute. And I just want to add a couple embellishments to it. That's cute, but you wouldn't be able to read the whole thing. This came out of a children's craft book, a vintage one, and pasted on labels with plenty of glue. This is what I do every day. Okay, that's probably too big. I just want something little because I want to leave space for you to write. So, let's use one of these really old ones. Oh, I should use some of this wall wrapping paper. I don't think I've used much, if any, in this journal. This is the 1940s wrapping paper that came out of a scrapbook. Can you tell I don't know what I'm doing? All right. I'll put that over there. There will be pages in between here, so these are two separate pages. Oh, that got torn. I thought that looked really cute with that Santa Claus hanging on there. I could tuck it in there. Yeah. Well, let's find something else. This one's really cute. I changed that one out because of this sticking up, and I didn't want it at the bottom. Because this one's at the bottom, even though they won't be seen together. Now I think I'd like just a strip of something there. I could use washi tape. I haven't used a lot of washi tape. Oh, that's almost the end of this roll. I've had these Christmas washi tapes for years. Just a few rolls. This one I've had for years. This one is a little newer. I've still had it a few years, but I don't go through washi tape very quickly, but I like it. It's got fun patterns. So what I did with this envelope was I just slit a very small sliver off of each end to open the envelope up. You probably figured that out, didn't you? This is very thin paper, so I will use glue stick. I don't have a piece of scrap paper handy, so this was some junk mail I had thrown into my garbage can. I don't want to tear that. And that's probably enough. Let me see. Or I might want to do something on this side. The side has all the stamps on it. We might need something over here. I've been working on this in a different manner than I usually do. If you watch my videos for any length of time, my process videos, you'll know that I kind of, I put my signatures together and then I'll do something like stencil on the pages that need to be stenciled on and put lace on the edges and maybe add fabric flips. And then I kind of just go through page by page and add stuff. But for this, I've just been looking at what I have. So I have this certain element and I want to do something with it. So I go through and find a page in one of the signatures and add that element. So I don't even know which signatures need more stuff. So I'm not doing the same thing in each signature. Each signature doesn't even have all the same pages. There are 6 signatures this time instead of 3, and there are 4 or 5, there's probably 5 or 6 actually now, pages in each signature. So it's just a different method, if you want to call it a method. It's not really a method. Okay, though, there's that one. So let's take a look at this signature. This has a pocket, and I could put a Christmas card in there. I have a 1929 little card that could go in there. Maybe something else, piece of paper to write on. And this is all white. Now, this is a pocket. I just stuck that in there so I'd remember it was a pocket and I don't close it up. And I don't want to leave that stitching there. I don't like that. So this part will be covered. Let me see what's in this sticker book. I don't know if there's anything in here I can use for this. Oh, I love that. But you have to sacrifice something. I think I'll cut that out and put it in a pocket and then leave the instructions in the pocket. There's a snowman. I could put him right here. We'll see. Let me cut this guy out. I will probably have to fold him to put him in a pocket. I'll trim that up neater with my paper cutter. I'll figure out how to put this in later, but just make sure it goes in there. So that looks cute. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to oh my goodness, that lady, she keeps calling me, and like, I don't know her. I'm not going to answer it right now, but I had like 2 phone calls with her name on it, and it's weird because I don't usually get the names of people that are not in my contacts, you know. But this woman calls with that name and I ignore it. But then she called at 4 o'clock in the morning and I noticed that it had a local what you call it, exchange number or whatever those first 3 numbers are. It was local. And so I thought maybe I should answer and see who this is. And as soon as I said hello, she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is the wrong number." I'm like, okay. I was sleeping. I don't sleep very well. And she woke me up from a sound sleep. And then she called. And that was at least a week ago, so I figured she wouldn't be calling that number anymore now that she knows it's the wrong number. And she called at 6:30 this morning, and she just called now. If I wasn't on a video, I would answer and ask her to stop calling this number. I didn't want to talk to her at 6:30 this morning. I was awake, but I was still in bed. Sorry for all the cutting. I know that's boring. I'm going to have my grandsons help me with either my phone or my digital camera, and maybe learn how to edit. Like I could fast forward or chop a piece out of my video, but finding time for them to help me and for me to find the patience, that right there is a big thing. And I don't know if it's something I want to spend a whole lot of time on. I don't want to have to spend hours editing every video, but there are times like this it would be handy to be able to forward through the cutting, the gluing, the drying, all of that stuff. They do stuff. They make videos on their phones. But if they could help me with my new digital camera that I haven't even really tried, if they could help me with any of that, I would be grateful. So I do not want to cover the pocket, but I could like glue him to cardstock and have it so these pieces are sturdier. I'm going to remove that kitten. It just makes it too long. I'll have to do something else here. I have to put something there if I decide to go with this. So I could put it here and you could still get into the pocket, but it's just a little pocket, and I would have some background paper on it. And I could back that with something and tuck it in there. So I'll work on that. I'll glue it to some cardstock and find something to hide that little cutout piece. It could be postage stamp. Well, that's appropriate because there's a bird on his book singing with him, and these both have birds on mailboxes. So I think that's cute. And some people in the snow. Yeah, and then I'll just put a pretty background paper behind him. But I am going to end the video now because I have to get ready, make sure I'm ready to go. I don't think I'm in such a hurry now because I think my sisters were messaging and the one said she's going to be a little bit late, or she's not sure, but I'm just going to get myself around and get ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed this brief session. Let me just show you some of the things that I've done. I got to do some of the work before I took my dad to the hospital. I'm not going to talk about stuff, I'll just flip through it real quick. You saw this being done on a video. Oh, this is something I have to do. Make a little tuck spot here. I still see more work to do. There's a pocket there. Bag there. There's not a pocket. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's a pocket here, but I still have more to do. I'm going to tuck these little stamps in this pocket so they don't get lost. Oh. There were two stamps stuck together. I was going to use this one with them bringing the tree in, but this is building a snowman, so I'm going to use that one. Okay, thanks for watching today, and I'll see you soon. Have a creative day today. Bye-bye.